Alright guys, it is that time of year again. Got a couple of nets in back here. I just gotta get my last one over here. And tonight guys, we are going out herping for bullfrogs. Of course, I do this every June during the height of their beginning parts of their breeding season. And of course, I got a hot spot for them, but I don't know how my hot spot's gonna be tonight. It's gonna go down to like 17 or 14 tonight. We had a cold front come through yesterday. We had a bit of storms roll through a little bit in the week, but we've hardly had rain around here, so I don't know how we're gonna get on some frogs tonight. It's gonna be really difficult. Of course, we're gonna go back to that one little marsh that I usually go to all the time, and then there's a small inland lake that I usually go around. So we're just gonna get everything settled up. The truck's already fired up, and we're just about to get going, so hopefully we have some luck. Well guys, you know it's summer when there's a whole traffic load of people coming in from the beach and that right now heading towards town. Today, I honestly forget what day it is today, guys. It's like, all I know is somewhere mid-June right now. Not a warm night, but just the temperature is just right. So right now we're driving out to the marsh where I usually go out looking for bullfrogs, but of course I'm going to go for the inland lake first. This is a small lake called Silver Lake, and that's where I caught most of my large bullfrog last year. And I thought we can hit that lake first and then go about the marsh. And of course I got a little bit of gear on me right now. I only got one spotlight, so we are probably only going to be good for like maybe getting at one frog. When I go into the marsh, they're usually out in the open water, and there's no way of getting at these frogs. So we're going to make the most of it. We're going to try to see if we can get on some frogs before nightfall. Because, you know guys, I'm really terrified of the night, like very darkness, especially when we live in bear country. And yeah, we're just going to keep looking around, and hopefully we can get on some frogs. So I'll see you guys when I get to the lake. Alright guys, we're at our first spot right here. We're at this little lake. Listen right now, guys. They're just a-calling right now, and this is kind of a busy road we're on right now. But this is my favorite thing to do in the summertime, is look for these frogs, and I think we're having a good spot right here. Bullfrog there, bullfrog there, bullfrog there. All we gotta do is look at the shoreline, and then we can actually find one. So we're going to see if we can get on some frogs. I can't seem to find him. He's way over there. He's a giant. I don't know if I can get at him. He's a humongous frog. Alright guys, this is going to be a challenge here, but I got my first frog of the night right here. I got a decent sized male. Whoop! Get him off the road here if we can get a look at him. Big guy, big frog. So I'm going to wrangle him. Oh, Jesus Christ. Beautiful male frog right here. Not a bad size one. This one's a freaking granddaddy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we caught our first bullfrog of the night. We got a decent sized male right here. Probably the same size as the one I caught last year. Actually, bigger, same size as the one I caught earlier this spring. But he was calling just a couple minutes ago. I went back to the truck and grabbed my bigger net, and I caught him. Got him in the light. He jumped around a little bit, and then he resurfaced, and I managed to catch him. But these frogs can be a challenge to self-film and catch at the same time. So basically, like I said, the best way to catch bullfrogs, especially if you're hunting them or herping for them for fun, is you gotta use a bright light like this one, and you shun the light on them, and it stuns the frog and makes it a lot easier for these guys to capture if they're stunned. So basically, the challenge of catching the bullfrogs is basically with all these vegetations. They like to hide in the vegetation to hide from predators and all that stuff, and especially wielding a net around trying to catch them, it becomes a bit of a challenge. But yeah, I managed to catch this guy, and he's right in the middle of the beginning part of their breeding season right now. So this guy was calling for the females and that, and there's a whole bunch of them calling in this lake right now. So pretty cool find. And these are one of my favorite things to look for in the summertime, is big, large granddaddy bullfrogs. And a bit of a challenge of even herping for these guys is you got to put up with the mosquitoes all the time. So luckily got this guy first try, caught him, and first successful frog of the night. So let's see if we can try to catch another one. He actually has a beautiful colors to him, actually. Nice light green. Yeah, he's mostly light green on him right here, and then he has a little bit of brownish on him. And you can tell he's a male right here because he has the yellow chin, and the eardrum is larger than the eye. And you can definitely tell he's a bullfrog because of the ridget down his ears here. So that's how you identify a bullfrog for most of you guys that are amateurs at herping and you want to look for bullfrogs. And because there's several species similar to these guys, and that's the green frog. But like I said, if you want to identify a bullfrog from a green frog, just look on the side here. And it's hard to talk tonight because they're freaking calling right now, so we got to get on some more. So I'll let this guy go. Let him go about his way. You're free, little buddy. There he goes. There's definitely another one here somewhere. I heard one calling nearby in here. So we caught one. There's one in here somewhere. There's one in here somewhere. That's another male right there. He's standing on that rock. He's right there. Another male right here. Alright guys, got a second one in the net here. This is our second frog of the night. And we're hitting them hard on the shoreline here. Let's see if I can get this guy out. Guys, I know it's pretty dark here, but we're going to try to get this guy out of the net. This is our second bullfrog of the night right here. Not bad, guys. This is our second frog of the night. I think he's pretty much the same color as the first one we caught. I think he's a little bit smaller. Actually, no, he's probably the same size as that one. Shooting off firecrackers in the lake there, but yeah, this is our second frog. Had a little bit of challenge catching this guy. He kind of jumped out in the middle of the water there. I tried to pin him into the little weeds there, and I just managed to grab him in the net, and he sped up in open water. But unbelievable, guys. I actually got a little bit of footage of this guy calling, and then I managed to grab him. Of course, I was trying to get the shot of me actually catching the frog and showing you guys how it's done, but it becomes a little bit challenging when you're trying to film with your phone and trying to catch these guys at the same time. But impressive, guys. This is our second frog. And you know the funniest thing with these frogs? I haven't showed you guys this in many of my videos, but they usually just, like, I'm losing my grip right now, and he's playing dead right now. And as soon as you're losing your grip, he's out of there. But pretty cool find. Second bullfrog of the night, and we're going to let him go and try to get on another one. All right, buddy. You're free to go. This is really not anxious to going. Trying to get away on the road. No, 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 go this way. There it goes. There's the water there. There it goes. He's swimming off now. Third one right there. I don't know where he is. There's a bullfrog in here somewhere. There he is. Alright guys, that one got away on me right there. I just was listening to him call for a little bit. Tried to reach my net over at him and I guess had him in the net for a second and then he just jumped out and swam out in the open water there. So that's our first miss of the night. So we're going to try to see if we can look over here for more frogs. And then we might head over to the marsh. We might see if we can try to find some green frogs too, or leopard frogs. But mostly I'm in it for the bullfrogs tonight. But we're having some success so far. We only got 2 frogs so far, but we're going to look around here. In here, there could be some. Alright guys, we got something right over here. Got a small pollywog right there. A little small northern green frog. And this is just only a baby frog. As you guys can see, still has a tail on the back of it right there. But that definitely is a green frog pollywog. That's our second find besides a bullfrog tonight. I'm just shining up on this lake. I might scoot down the road and see if we can try to get on another frog. Alright guys, we're herping the marsh right now. I just spotted a behemoth of a frog out there in open water. My spotlighting is front enough very good. I can't really see him very well, but I can see his eyes right there. And he's not really that big of a frog. We saw bigger ones in the lake. But we're going to see if we can try to reach out that far and catch him. There's a bullfrog somewhere in here. I can't seem to find him, guys. He's somewhere in those weeds. Way out in open water right there, boys. There's a behemoth standing right there. This light's not really that strong, guys, but that's a big frog. Way out over there. I need a stronger light to show you guys. I don't think my light can reach that far. But he's way out in open water there. I need a stronger light, guys. I can't really see this frog that's way underneath. He's way underneath that little tree there. If I can shine in on him right there. You guys can see my hand right there. Where the light's reflecting on him. But there's a maple tree right there. And then right underneath the maple tree, the frog's standing right there. I think you can get a good glimpse of him right there. Yeah, I can see him in the light there. A little bit. But he's not really good. Get a look at him right there. But he's way, way out there. There you go. I can get him in the lens right now. He's way, you can see his eyes right there. There he is. And that's a giant right there. But he's way out open water. Can't seem to get at him from here. But I just had him calling a couple seconds ago. But that's like our... There he is. There he goes. He's calling right now. Freaking flies like fucking crazy. I'll turn on the light for you guys here. Alright guys, I think I might try another spot. It's an inland lake. Near a campground. I can still hear him off in the background. But yeah, we're going to go to an inland lake. Probably a better spot for bullfrogs. I haven't been to this spot since last summer, but we're going to try this spot for a gamble. There's a little beach there we can probably go on. And we're going to see if we can try to get out on that spot. Fire the truck up, and I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, I'm at the inland lake here. We're at a small little lake here. This is the same lake we had our cottage on last summer. The high-end cottage that my family was renting out here. Well, right now I don't think we're going to have luck finding bullfrogs in here. But it's pretty swampy. Just I might look at the lights and see if I can actually spot one in here. Not hearing one call. I thought this would be a perfect spot. I think most of the majority of the frogs are mostly in the marsh, so we just came back from the marsh. We're just stopping at this little golf course resort, and we got to get on 2 frogs tonight. I wasn't gonna stay out very long tonight. Look around. Of course, guys, I totally hate this light I have been using tonight. I hear a bunch of bullfrogs off in the distance though. But I hate this light. It frickin' sucks. When I was trying to film this one frog calling underneath that tree in the marsh, it just wasn't working for me. It just wasn't. So I might try to get another light, a better light. I can actually spot on some frogs and be a lot easier to use. But for some reason, I'm working now on a budget. I don't really want to go out and spend. I think I might have put my other light in the toolbox of my truck. I cleaned out my truck a couple days ago. So we're going to try to see if I can get a better light. And I think I might call it the frog hunting for a quit for the night. And then tomorrow I might get out and do some bass fishing. I don't know. But exciting night. We got 2 frogs on film. Actually got a pollywog too. But yeah, I would say it was so far a successful night of bullfrog herping. And we might get out sometime in the next coming weeks, sometime in late June. We'll try again, and hopefully we get on some more frogs, but I might go out to the beach closer and then turn myself around and head back out. So, yeah. Well, guys, look at that bright blue moon. That bright moon tonight. We're on another lake right here. This is another lake called Marysville that we're standing next to right now. We got another car coming, so we better get a move on. Alright guys, I think we caught the biggest of the 3 tonight. We got our 3rd bullfrog of the night on this little inland lake. And took a little bit of a challenge. I mean, I didn't think we were going to catch another one, but I managed to catch this one. And not bad. I think this one's the biggest of the 3, to be honest with you guys. Perfect, a good sized frog. And you want to know why these frogs are considered big game in most regions is look at the size of his legs. They have some good tender legs right on here. But don't worry, little buddy, I'm not going to eat you. To be honest with you guys, I don't hunt bullfrogs. I mostly look for them for the fun of it. And pretty much I've been doing this hobby since I was a little kid when I started getting into herping. And these were the things that I usually look forward to herping for, is mostly large American bullfrogs. And I'm sitting out here at 11:08 at night in the middle of a backcountry road, in the middle of an inland lake right here, and just doing what I love, catching bullfrogs. And usually I do it between heavily in June and July, because it's when the height of their breeding season. And the lights went out for a second. So yeah, guys, sorry my lights had buggered up right there, but these guys are one of the most common frogs here in Ontario. They're actually one of the largest species of frogs in Ontario, let alone North America. And you can actually find these frogs throughout most of Ontario, including places like Point Pelee, Pelee Island, Algonquin Provincial Park. Around here on the Bruce Peninsula, you can find them a lot in many of these marshes and swamps and all those places. Bullfrogs, it's kind of a funny thing about bullfrogs. Because they get their massive size, they can actually eat anything that can fit down their throat. They can go anything from insects, smaller frogs, small snakes, small turtles, and there's even records saying that the largest bullfrog has even tried to swallow a chipmunk. And another thing, these guys even are kind of suicidal when they try to eat something. They'll try to swallow a big old catfish, and some of them choke to death and die. So these guys will pretty much eat anything. And that's how they get their normal size, like this guy right here. This is not one of the largest bullfrogs I've caught before. The largest bullfrog I've ever caught was a 10-incher in that marsh that you guys seen earlier in the video. So this is not one of the biggest frogs, but he's the biggest one of the night so far. So 3 in one night, guys. That's pretty good for me. I'm going to pack her up and call her quits. I'm going to take a few pictures of this guy and let him go. All right, big fella. Go back to where you belong. Be free. Right in here.